this is my realization about truth. And for me, truth is most often used to mean being in accord with fact or reality, or fidelity to an original or standard. Truth may often be used in modern context to refer to an idea of truth itself or authenticity. And nowadays, in the modern world, we are all seeking for truth in many aspects, whether it's temporal, like doing your assignments, or seeking for a reliable source. And in spiritual, wherein we are investigating and listening for what doctrines face our beliefs, regardless of the prompting of the spirits. That's why we became blind by the false teachings of others. So in connection to this, let me introduce you to someone, or to show you someone who became a good example. I tried to be like him because of his desire in seeking truth. That's why he became the modern prophet and the restorator. So guys, I want you to meet our modern prophet, Joseph Smith.
Joseph Smith Jr. was an American religious leader and founder of Mormonism or Latter-day Saint. He was born on December 23, 1805 in Sharon, Vermont, to Lucy Mack Smith and her husband, Joseph Smith Sr. In his early years, 8 and 20, he had received a vision that resolved his religious confusion and gave him the truth that he used to find for so many years. While praying in a wooded area near his home, he said that God, in a vision, had told him his sins were forgiven and that all contemporary churches had turned aside from the gospel. Although Smith may have understood that event as a personal conversation, this first vision later grew in importance among Mormons' first event in the restoration of the gospel. In 1823, while praying one night for forgiveness of his sin, he was visited by an angel named Moroni who revealed the location of a buried book made of golden plates, as well as other artifacts, including a breastplate and a set of interpreters composed of 2 seer stones set in a frame which had been hidden a hill in Manchester near home. And this plate was been translated by revelation, and this plate became the Book of Mormon. Joseph Smith soon built the church by the authority given to him, but then not all ended merry. By spring of 1844, a rift developed between Smith and a half dozen of his closest associates, most notably William Law, Smith's trusted counselor, and Robert Foster, a general of the Naval Legion, disagreed with Smith about how to manage Nauvoo's economy. Both also said that Smith had proposed marriage to their wives. Believing that dissidents were plotting against his life, Smith excommunicated them on April 18, 1844. These dissidents formed a completing church, which the following month at Carthage, the county seat, they procured the indictment against Smith for perjury and polygamy. On June 27, 1844, an armed mob with blackened faces stormed Carthage jail where Joseph and Hyrum were being held. Hyrum, who was trying to secure the door, was killed instantly with a shot to the face. Smith fired a pepper-box pistol that a friend had lent him for self-defense, then sprang from the window. He was shot multiple times before falling out the window, crying, "Oh Lord, my God!" He died shortly after hitting the ground, but was shot several times more before the mob dispersed. 5 men were later tried for his murder, but all were acquitted. Smith buried in Nauvoo and is currently interred there at Smith Family Cemetery. Throughout his life, Smith had been sharply criticized by newspaper editors, and after his death, newspapers were almost unanimous in portraying Smith as a religious fanatic. Conversely, within Mormonism, Smith was memorialized first and foremost as a prophet, martyred to seal the testimony of his faith. Okay guys, that's all, and I hope that you learned something from it today, and let's all strive and seek for truth.